American Cancer Society finds a shocking rise in 17 cancers among members of Gen X and millennials when compared to older generations.
Experts say one age group has seen an overall rise in cancer rates.
It says more people are getting colorectal cancer and more people are dying from it.
If you've ever brushed off that persistent cough, ignored unusual weight loss, or dismissed that mysterious ache in your bones, you might want to rethink it. In today's video, we're diving deep into the early cancer signs that you're ignoring, signs that could potentially save your life if caught early. Keep watching, because spotting these symptoms early can significantly increase your chances of survival. Don't wait until it's too late. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something incredibly important, recognizing the early signs of cancer that you might be ignoring. The sad reality is that cancer is a diagnosis that affects 1 in 3 people. But what's even more concerning is that many people only discover they have cancer when it's too late, when the disease has progressed to a much later stage. By this time, treatment options are fewer, and the prognosis can be much more serious. But here's the good news. Catching cancer early can make all the difference. It can significantly increase the chances of successful treatment and even survival. That's why today, we're going to focus on the early signs you might be ignoring. You might be thinking, but I feel fine, or it's probably nothing. But that's exactly the mindset that can be dangerous. Many of the symptoms we're about to talk about aren't obvious, and they can be mistaken for other, less serious conditions. The key is to pay attention and consult your doctor if you notice anything unusual that lasts for more than a few days. It's better to be safe than sorry. Let's start with one symptom that many people tend to ignore: persistent heartburn.
Lots of Americans suffer from acid reflux and take antacids to deal with the pain, and that would include me. But I never knew I could be covering up a very serious problem, which can develop into a...
Heartburn is common, especially after eating spicy or heavy meals. But when heartburn becomes a constant issue, especially if it's severe and doesn't seem to improve with antacids, it could be a sign of something more serious, such as esophageal cancer. Esophageal cancer often presents itself with chronic heartburn, difficulty swallowing, or a sensation of food getting stuck in your throat. If heartburn persists for weeks or worsens over time, it's time to see a doctor. Early detection of esophageal cancer can significantly improve the outcome, so don't brush it off. Another symptom that might seem harmless but should not be ignored is persistent night sweats. We've all had those nights where we wake up feeling drenched in sweat. But when night sweats occur frequently, they could be a red flag for lymphoma, a type of blood cancer. When paired with unexplained weight loss, fatigue, or fever, night sweats can signal an underlying issue that needs immediate medical attention. If you've been experiencing night sweats regularly, especially with other unusual symptoms, don't wait. Schedule an appointment with your healthcare provider to get it checked out. Jaundice is another significant early warning sign that should never be ignored. Jaundice is characterized by the yellowing of the skin or eyes, and it occurs when the liver is not functioning properly. This yellowing happens because of a buildup of bilirubin, a substance produced when the liver breaks down old red blood cells. Jaundice is a common sign of liver cancer or pancreatic cancer, and it can also indicate bile duct blockages. If you notice any yellowing of the skin or eyes, seek medical attention immediately. It's one of those signs that should never be brushed off as a minor issue. Another alarming sign is persistent bone pain.
Joint pain isn't new, but as Singapore's population ages...
We all experience the occasional ache or pain, but when bone pain becomes constant, especially if it worsens over time and doesn't respond to painkillers, it can be a sign of cancer that has spread to the bones. Bone cancer or metastasis, the spread of cancer from one part of the body to another, can cause this type of pain. If you're experiencing persistent bone pain, particularly if it's concentrated in one area and is affecting your daily life, don't wait to see a doctor. Bone pain that's unexplained and lasts longer than a few weeks warrants further investigation. Now let's talk about rashes.
On your health tonight, hot weather, itchy skin. A lot of kids develop a rash or two during the summer.
Skin rashes can be caused by many different things, from allergies to infections. However, if you notice unusual skin changes, particularly if you develop petechiae, small red or purple spots that don't fade when you press on them, it could indicate a more serious issue. Petechiae are often a sign of leukemia, a type of blood cancer. If you notice these spots, especially if they're accompanied by other symptoms like unexplained bruising or bleeding, don't hesitate to consult your healthcare provider. Early detection of leukemia can significantly improve treatment outcomes, so it's crucial to pay attention to any unusual changes in your skin. Along with rashes, a persistent or cyclical fever can be another indicator of a serious health problem, including cancer. If you have a fever that lasts for more than 2 weeks, it's time to take action. A prolonged fever can be a sign of blood cancers such as leukemia or lymphoma. If the fever is accompanied by other symptoms like night sweats or unexplained weight loss, don't wait to get it checked out. Fever, especially when persistent, is a warning sign that should not be ignored. Changes in your nails and eyes can also be a subtle sign of cancer. For instance, if you notice dark vertical streaks in your nails, this could be a sign of subungual melanoma, a type of skin cancer that develops under the nail. Nail changes that are dark, irregular, or grow out of nowhere should be investigated. Similarly, persistent eye pain or vision disturbances could be a sign of ocular melanoma, a rare but serious form of cancer that affects the eye. If you're experiencing any unusual changes in your nails or vision, don't wait. Your eyes and nails can offer important clues about your overall health, so take them seriously. Now, I know this sounds like a lot to keep track of, but it's so important to listen to your body. If you notice persistent symptoms that don't go away after a few days, don't ignore them. You are the best advocate for your own health, and the sooner you address any concerns, the better. In addition to the symptoms we've already discussed, persistent fatigue can also be a sign that something isn't right.
This morning's Health Watch, the mystery of chronic fatigue syndrome. It affects up to 4 million Americans and can be debilitating.
We all feel tired from time to time, but if you're experiencing extreme tiredness that doesn't go away after rest, it could be a sign of leukemia or another type of blood cancer. This kind of fatigue is often accompanied by other symptoms like unexplained weight loss or fever. If your fatigue is unusual and persistent, it's worth getting checked out by a healthcare professional. Lastly, changes in your bowel or urinary habits are something you should never ignore.
Research that pinpoints the earliest symptoms of colorectal cancer as more young people are being diagnosed with.
If you experience prolonged constipation, diarrhea, blood in your stool, or changes in your urinary patterns, it could be a sign of colorectal cancer or bladder cancer. It's easy to write off these changes as just part of life, but they can indicate a more serious issue. If you notice any of these symptoms, especially if they persist or worsen, schedule an appointment with your doctor right away. So to recap, early cancer signs can sometimes be subtle, but they are incredibly important to pay attention to. Whether it's persistent heartburn, night sweats, jaundice, bone pain, rashes, persistent fever, or changes in your nails, eyes, or bowel habits, don't wait to seek medical advice. Early detection can save lives, and getting checked out sooner rather than later can make all the difference. Remember, you are the best judge of your health, and you deserve to feel your best. Thank you for watching, and I hope this information helps you stay proactive about your health. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe for more health-related content.